So this is the western wall of Jerusalem. It's like a cemetery down here. I'm following behind my group, probably not a good thing, but this is all the land. There goes Michael again.
Every picture, I'm gonna stay in the way the whole time.
He comes with the place. Beautiful. Cold outside today, but it's beautiful. I'm not sure what this is, but I thought it was interesting. So they're looking for us, and Casey's shaking her head like where we're at. Now she sees us.
Right, this bit on the map, okay? Because according to Jewish tradition, when God decides to create the world, He creates from a particular spot. This one, and everything expands from there, makes the globe, eventually makes Savannah, Georgia, makes this lady over there in Austin, Texas, and Temple, and Ventura, and Moscow, and Stuttgart, and Berlin, and everybody else, and Slashing, Washington, the whole caboodle. But you all start off here. Why? Because according to Jewish tradition, from the peak of the mountain comes a rock. It's called the foundation stone, the foundation of all the world. From near that rock, God scoops up a handful of earth, forms it into the shape of a man, breathes life into it. And that man is Adam. And Adam and Eve are all our ancestors. It doesn't matter where you come from here. On this stone comes, on this mountain comes Abraham with his son Isaac, for the famous biblical story of the binding of Isaac. And later on, Isaac's son Esau, he runs away, Isaac's son Jacob runs away from his brother, from another son, Esau. Because Esau hates Jacob. I don't know if you have brothers and sisters, we love them a lot, but we also fight, right? But Esau really wanted to kill Jacob. So Jacob runs away and he sleeps one night on the peak of the mountain on that rock. And he has a dream. What's that dream? The ladder. Yeah. Basically ascending and descending. And when he wakes up in the morning, he says the following word. He says, "How awesome is this place? Surely this is the house of God and the gateway of heaven." But of course, he's not talking literally. There are no houses there at that time, or any gates. But he's talking of something yet to come. About 1,000 years after Jacob, when King David is on the throne. King David, he begins to make plans for a temple right over here. But it's his son, King Solomon, who actually builds it. Here's one I made earlier. And he places the Holy of Holies of that temple right on the foundation stone, the peak of Mount Moriah, right over here. And in that room is, on that rock is placed the Ark of the Covenant with the Ten Commandments on it, the cherubs looking at each other. And in that room, you can only enter once a year. Only one person can enter in utmost holiness, the high priest. And only on, well, no, Aaron wasn't around a 1,000 some years before it was built. So the high priest, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, he comes in only on Yom Kippur, the holiest day, after so much preparation, so much so he's scared that he ties a gold string to his feet, just in case he dies of holiness, and they can pull him out, because nobody can go in. That temple, that first temple, Solomon's great temple, lasted just over 400 years. And then the Babylonians destroy this temple, and they take the Jewish people to Babylon for 70 years of exile, where the Jewish people write great hits of Boney M. By the rivers of Babylon, by the rivers, just a little word, by the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, where we wept, when we remembered Zion. Zion, another name for this place. They carried us away into captivity requiring of us a song. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? And after 70 years, they come back to this place and they build a second holy temple. But at first, it's a really small thing. But over time, it expands and expands so much they have to take a part of a mountain off. Then they put this on, but it's okay, you can rest on that. And then towards the end of the Second Temple period, this is what it looks like after the great expansion by King Herod. It's a beautiful building. Let's show you all around it. But first of all, just want to make a point. This is the Western Wall. Okay? What you know of as the Western Wall is this. It's about 15%.
Wow.
Okay? From the ground to the top, about 120 feet or 40 meters. From this end, the southern end, to the northern end, it was 488 meters. Okay? What you see is about a small portion of the Western Wall in that time. Let's have a look all around, 360-degree view. Southern Wall, entrance during the festival times. Eastern Wall, never entered. Northern Wall, never entered. And back to the Western Wall, where there are 4 entrances, 2 on bridges. This one, and this one from the street below, which is the marketplace, right over here and here. And the Holy of Holies sits right over here. Now, in the year 70, what happens? The Romans destroy the temple. They destroyed Jerusalem, in fact. The temple was one of their key focal points. And they throw down the big blocks on the Western Wall to destroy the marketplace below. But, that's a big but, they don't actually destroy the entire Western Wall. We have the entire length of the Western Wall, 488 meters, or about 1,200 feet, okay, of wall. We still have that. What we don't have is the height. We have about half the height today. Where are we? There's theological reasons and archaeological reasons why. But in about 600 and some years after the destruction of the temple, the Muslims arrived for the first time. The Arab Muslims arrived for the first time in this region. And they conquered the entire Middle East, and they placed their building right where Solomon's great temple once stood. 690, 691, something like that. And they placed that. What is this? What is this called? Dome. You got to say it properly. Dome of the Rock. Because it's not the dome that's important. It's the rock, the foundation stone. Okay? Dome of the Rock. Okay? Where the Holy of Holies once stood. Over the centuries, in particular the past 500-600 years, various rulers built across to the Western Wall, completely hiding the Western Wall. Like it is today, except there were a few buildings over here. In 1967, when Jerusalem was reunified, some of these old buildings were derelict, they were destroyed. Now you see the Western Wall as you see it from outside. Where are we? Under these buildings, right over here. In specific, we're actually, we're going to walk along and find that we can see all the way to the end of the Western Wall. And at that time, I hope you'll appreciate what the Western Wall is, what it symbolizes, and you'll have a clearer vision of Jerusalem and what it means for our standard. Okay? Any questions right this moment? No more questions? Excellent. So,
Of angels, that's the most
I know. How else do you explain it?
convincing.
I know, huh?
Somebody's up an advertisement for the restaurant down there.
Very narrow tunnel underground at the west gate.
Yes.
yes? Most of all, they have imagination?
Yes.
Okay, how do you say imagination? Воображение. Okay? And in Italy, how do you say imagination? Imaginación. It's also so much better in Russian. In Italian, of course. And Spanish people? Brazilian? Oh, okay. And in Chinese? Mandarin? Sunshine. Sashem. I'm saying it correctly. Sashem? Oh, great. It all sounds great. You see all these imagination things like sounds like I want you to get your shooting in by looking up. And at the moment, if you don't use your sensation or your sensation or vibration, then you'll see just rocks. But if you were here 600 years ago, 2,000 years ago, and beyond, what would you see above your head? Sky. Okay? Sky. And that's what you see now. You can see the sky. You're walking along the length of the marketplace on the side of the western wall. There's stores on this side, there's stores on that side. The road is very much wider, 15 feet on either side. And, guys, for one thing, you don't have to use imagination. Look at what they're stepping on. They're stepping on the original flagstone of the marketplace. My ancestors walked on these stones. This is the end of the marketplace on the northern side of the western wall. The only place on the northern side that it wasn't destroyed. The western wall ends right over here, in this place. See, all the rest of the rocks are made to look like the western wall. Well, it's actually bedrock, mountain.
Oh, wow.
Okay, rest to look like the western wall. And the mountain continues. This mountain was used partially for the stones. For the building and construction. You can see they left this ugly bit of stone here because the money ran out. Okay? No slaves were used in building the temple. We know from history that many people, and for many years, took it upon themselves to be stonemasons because it was such a lucrative business. Every day you'd have work, every day they would pay you, and it lasted for years. And the last great expansion of Herod took about 24 years. Okay? 24 years in the lifetime of work, about 10,000, 20,000 people worked every day right over here. Cutting stones, carrying them, putting them up. Amazing piece of work. But when he died, then what happened was his children were fighting for the money and they didn't really care to remove this little stone and that kind of stuff. Okay? So, built circa the year 135 by the Roman king, Emperor Hadrian. And it was put below arches, and above the arches there's a parade ground for his soldiers. That's the simple answer. And soldiers, and later on the marketplace, people would go down and drink from this water. They called it mineral water in those days. So lots of minerals and other things in it. But that's the facts of the matter. Let's explain to you what happened. When the first temple is destroyed, Solomon's first great temple, it's destroyed in the year 586. There's a prophecy that the Jews will be back in 70 years. And in 70 years they do come back. In 516, they rebuild the second temple. And what happens is Jewish sovereignty comes back to the Holy Land. Great. However, in the year 70, the Romans destroy the temple. But the Jews begin to count their years. 1 year from destruction, 2 years of destruction, 10 years of destruction, 15 years of destruction, 50 years of destruction, 62 years from destruction, and all of a sudden, there's a hero. Really good looking Israeli. His name is Bar Kokhba, son of the star. The greatest rabbi of the generation thinks he's possibly the Messiah. And he gathers all the great heroes of the nation, and they fight the Romans tooth and nail, and they beat the Romans. Big armies beat the Romans. No, many years after Maccabees. Maccabees are halfway in the Second Temple period. You're talking about 300 years after. And what happens is that Hadrian, the emperor, who sits in Rome, or he actually was sitting more in Britain, he heard about it and he thought, if I lose Judea, the name of the place, if I lose Judea, I lose the entire Middle East, and I'm not having it. He personally came with his crack troops, and in 3 years, he managed to vanquish Bar Kokhba's guys, and that was the end of the Jewish rebellion, the last Jewish rebellion in the land. To make sure that the Jews would lose all hope. He says, Hadrian says, I'm going to level Jerusalem.
Oh, this
I'm going to build a pagan city over here. And I'm going to remove the name Jerusalem from everywhere. He calls Jerusalem Aelia Capitolina. Aelia is his family name. Capitolina means like
Our award ceremony right here. This goes back to 2004 or 5 when we first started doing awards at the end of an excavation season. Okay, and he has allowed us to do that. So we're very pleased. Let's turn the music off so that we can do it. So without further ado, these are very serious awards. And I want you all to treat this with seriousness that it deserves. Okay.
Just the way you're
So
saying.
the 2016 Archaeological Tour Award Ceremony. For, and I will say the award and y'all try to guess who it's for. Okay? Alright? Got that?
Okay.
You try to decide. Pick swinging, rock slinging, Pac-Man dirt munching award for excellence in archaeological debris removal. Frank. Pick swinging, rock slinging, Pac-Man dirt munching award number 2. Mark. And Chris. You guys are pretty good. But even Chris had to stand back by watching Frank. Sling a
That's right.
Whoa. The guy's a machine. And all y'all are to be commended. The excellence in Israeli meteorology for forecasting sun this morning.
Andrea?
Sheree and Randy. I think Donovan also said something about sun, as I recall. Yeah. If I wasn't so skinny, maybe I wouldn't have to sit in the crack between the front seats award. Savannah and Stacy. All right. The Omelette of Ahmadinejad Award for excellence in talking Alan Vanderkalk into making his breakfast for him.
Randy.
Speaking of making breakfast, I am so pitiful, for I do not know how to make my own eggs. So I will bribe Chris to make my eggs for me award. Speaking of breakfast number 2, the Culinary Gastronomique Award for excellence in making his own eggs in the basket. Not for Richie. Chris. All right, this is one y'all will probably get. The Where Did I Leave That Purple Suitcase This Time award.
We have purple suitcase.
The Roman Bathhouse Wall Restoration Speed Demon Award. No, Speed Demon, not quality.
Oh, okay.
Speed Demon. Frank and Chris.
Ah!
Team effort. I think they did like 3 walls and everybody else did like 1.
And your point?
Just saying. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to get personal. The A- Award for almost excellence in wall restoration.
Donovan, Jeanette.
Donovan and Jeanette. The A Award for, yeah, but we had a harder wall and it took all day and finally we finished 1 wall. Savannah and Richie. I'm going to hold the fort down on top of Masada in the exact middle by sitting there while everyone else looks at the ruin award.
I'm guessing.
The drawing fire from the rest of us by wearing an American flag award. If you don't know this one, then you've had your head in a basket for the last week. The I Kissed a Crocodile, Hugged a Lizard, and Found a Column award. The award for adorning and housekeeping with dirt award by putting perfect dirt finish on top of dirt at Horvat Ramon. You know who it is.
Savannah.
Beautiful.
Such well-groomed dirt.
Well-groomed dirt. The hay. We also found a column award at Horvat Ramon. Come on, guys.
Who else I found?
Jim Bob. We found a base, and well, close enough. It's volleyball. Jim Bob, Donovan, and Richie. The award for taking arachnophobia and elevating it to an art form. And
That was horrifying.
Spidey.
And I apologize if I left anybody off the list. The Bucket Queen Award for excellence in bucketeering at Horvat Ramon.
There was a lot of those.
All the women.
All of
Casey, Suzanne, Cherie, Jeanette, Savannah. I don't know if I left anybody out. Kim, and Kim. Kim out. How did I leave Kim out?
Bucket queen.
And you were doing housekeeping on the wall.
There you go, Bucket Ham.
By the way, that same crew, I think, deserves another award. Oh, maybe we'll get to
You'll have your shot, Randy. Wait a minute. Okay. The award for best excavation hair. The best combination of Donald Trump and Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, that's gotta be Will.
The award for the longest 1 mile taxi ride in the history of
Cherie, Juanita, Suzanne.
I asked a guy who had his wife/girlfriend, we don't know which, he had to take her to work somewhere the West Bank, it sounded like. And he had to drop her off, he didn't tell me this, before he could go, 1 to 2 miles to here, or to the Rosary. And so it took Andrew and I an hour to walk back from the Garden of Gethsemane, and they got there about 2 minutes before we did.
Of course, wow.
Longest 2 mile taxi ride in history. The 2016 Archaeological Tour Mother Hen Award.
Cherie.
Sure. All right, you ought to be able to get this. I didn't bring a coat because it doesn't get cold in Israel. Award.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. You didn't bring a coat, right? Oh, you didn't wear one? Except your award. It's dirty. And Lewis. I think we should probably put Lewis on the list. I didn't bring a coat award.
Big mistake.
Okay. This keeps going away and coming back. This is not good. Okay. If I see one more stairway, I'm going to scream. Suzanne. Debbie. And Suzanne. Okay, I didn't know about Suzanne. I knew about Debbie. I love the Aqueduct the best. But I love Dan the best. But I love Hatzor the best. But I love Engedi the best. But I love Masada the best. You get the picture. Award. Jabba! And Stacy. Hear that from Stacy. I heard it about Stacy. For excellence in going above and beyond the call of duty by driving in a foreign war zone, following ship who obviously did not know what he was doing.
Casey!
Some of y'all that were not in our band would not necessarily know this, but the internal screaming award while going down the opera beam. Andrea and Jeanette.
You forgot forgot about the "What the heck is Mark Ship doing" award.
Yeah, that's the excellence in wearing a T-shirt every day award in Israel. This is a couple of people, maybe more than two. You're smiling. He's the other one. Okay, Frank and Richie.
Didn't get dressed once.
That's right. You know what? They were right. I always overdress here every year. Now this is my wall, and this is my very small wall, but I'm going to mortar every little crack perfectly until it is perfect. Award. Could be several of you, but I thought of Glenn. Perfect. The Queens of the Yellow Store in Tamar Award.
The Queens, Casey,
Casey Stacy. The Kings of the Yellow Store in Tamar Award.
Randy, Jimbo.
Oh, Lewis? This is the driving you walk. Okay, Lewis, Randy, Jim Bob. The award for being prepared for a flood on the snake path in Masada by wearing water shoes and then complaining that his feet hurt. The "We are game to try anything, bring it on" award. These are women, okay? We could probably do this with men too. In terms of sightseeing.
Casey.
Casey, okay. Casey. Susanna, Juanita. Suzanne and Juanita.
Hey.
The Caution, She Breaks for Israeli Ice Cream award. Debbie. The Where Did They Go award for disappearing into shops on the David Street while supposedly on the way to Holy Sites. Guys are laughing. And so is Will. Will, Richie, Savannah. Every time we turned around, where'd they go? You finally bought the coffee regalia, right?
Well, it was just Savannah, and Richie and Will were her bodyguards.
Okay. For excellence in walking over, now I may not have this list right, but I tried. For excellence in walking more than 11 miles at Engedi and Masada. Is that right, Donovan? You figured it out, right? 11 miles? 11 or 12 miles? Yeah. Mark and Glenn, Donovan and Jeanette, Chris, Frank, Will, Richie, Savannah, and Lewis. Who knows that? The award for excellence in not walking 11 miles, but for riding the tram and then drinking strawberry Slurpees. Randy and Debbie, Chris, Juanita, Suzanne, Mark, Cherie, Jim Bob, and Stacy. Chris actually gets a half award because he did the first one, but not the second.
There we go. I broke down.
It's one of my favorites, okay? The award for, but it was a very scary looking goat. Terror in Goat Confrontation award. Ran in front of her, it's like, ah, it's a goat! The award for fastest human ever, this has got to be a record, the fastest human ever to descend the snake path of Masada. 11 minutes. Frank! It's like a half hour at least. Frank!
11 to the bottom.
11 minutes. Can you even do that?
I almost died 3 times.
Yeah.
Fell off.
I may not know how to drive to Caesarea, but I certainly know how to drive to Jerusalem better than Chip does.
Randy. Proudly accept. Proudly.
Pardon my French, the BS in front of tourists award for excellence in pretending to be an archaeological scholar in front of tourists coming down to watch us at Horvat remote.
Professor Makarov Medina shot.
He even invented a fake name.
Yes,
Randy
he did.
was his interpreter.
He only speaks more Slobovian, you know. That's my second language. You know?
The somebody, this is for two women, okay? The somebody has to keep Randy humble award. Debbie and Stacy. I didn't know about this until today because I didn't observe him, but apparently this is true. The Price is Right Award for excellence in deal making in the old city.
I'm gonna say Will.
You heard that the 10 or 12 shekel bread you got for two. Deny it if you can.
Wow.
Y'all needed him today. Y'all that paid, 100 shekels for a 10 shekel thing.
Yes.
It was you. I didn't disagree with that on this. The award for
Best not to.
the award for tiniest human bladders at Horvat Ramon. Wow. Casey, Kim, Juanita, Cherie, Jeanette, Savannah, Suzanne. And all of y'all. Okay.
And I would propose a codicil to that, and you want me to go where?
I have to admit, when they first said, and there are no facilities there, I remember thinking briefly, I wonder if this could be a problem.
I found a bush.
One of my other favorites, the award for the most eloquent denial of having any park passes while they're actually in his backpack. Jim Bob! They were not missing. Jim Bob had all of them.
All three of them.
All three. Here's another personal favorite. The award for buying the worst wine in the history of communion wines, and then for saying in response, yeah, but I spend more money on things that are actually important to me. Bad form, Randy. Bad form. The wishes any building he designed still be around in 3,000 years or more. Donovan. All right, very good. That's all.
Oh, no, it's not.
That's enough. All done. Time to go back. Randy. All right. I have to say, I did not. I had a lot of help on this. Among them are many of y'all here. Okay, so these are not all mine, and some of the worst ones I didn't come up with.
We don't know anything what you're talking
Now,
about.
I would like
We know
to
nothing.
say that the suspense is probably over as to the answers to these. All right, we're going to start with who receives the Leaving Cherie in His Dust Award. And that would be, point, everybody please. That would be Mark Shev, that would be, all right. Okay, we also have the Erudite Cure for Insomnia Award, by which he ends social gatherings with recitation of historical trivia award. That would be Mark Shev. That would be. All right, then there are actually four of these. The third one is the "You must be here at 6:30. I'll be here whenever" award.
It's good to be king.
And then the last one is actually a Lifetime Achievement Award, and we just call it whatever.
Okay, I don't know if y'all want